Republican concerns during budget debate fell on deaf ears in April.
There needs to be a consequence for this type of drug crime.
Now Republicans are calling for Democrats to repeal a provision in the Rockefeller drug law reforms that would seal the criminal records of some drug offenders after they've completed drug court, meaning, they say, people who've committed drug crimes could be teachers or nannies without fear of background checks.
If this provision stays, you're going to see crimes committed and you're going to see individuals hurt or killed because of this provision.
Monroe County District Attorney Mike Green, one of several DAs opposed to the plan, says the law is unfair to other ex-convicts who've paid their dues and yet still carry a record of their crime.
I'm very much against singling out small groups of offenders. I don't see why we would treat crack dealers better than we treat shoplifters.
Green says the law also lacks balance.
And I think what this law has done is strike it entirely on the side of the convicted offenders, really without any regard for the public.
The sponsor of the bill in the Senate, Eric Schneiderman, says the provision giving judges the power to seal convictions is no different from the power prosecutors like Green already have.
I mean, some counties, the district attorneys are doing a great job at this. Some places they're not. So this is an effort to provide a judicial safety valve.
Schneiderman says Republican Frank Padavan's bill aimed at repealing the provision doesn't offer any real solutions, saying it's really just a political game to scare New Yorkers.
I think that Senator Scalos and Senator Padavan are really just trying to demagogue on an issue that isn't, shouldn't be an issue. We should be looking at the best way to enable people who can return to society as law-abiding citizens.
Still, Green says the court system won't be able to handle all the added work that will come as a result after June 8th when the law takes effect. Schneiderman agrees, saying they will likely push back that date, but aren't likely to roll back the law.
We're not going back. We're open to making some changes. We'll negotiate and see where we get. But the fundamental principle is we got to make it possible for people to get jobs.
Senator Schneiderman says they're still negotiating what exemptions to include in the provision. He says background checks for caregivers is one that could likely change. In the newsroom, I'm Erin Phillips.